Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2021 Loyal Variety Concert. Before we begin our program this evening, we have to do the health and safety talk, which you're about to receive. If you wish to use the smaller rooms in the facilities, there is one set through the doors here on your left, and if you're nearer the back, if you go out the last exit door on my left and your right, there are toilets out there as well. In the event of an earthquake, please remain in the building. This building is probably one of the safest places you could possibly be in an earthquake. However, should the worst happen and it catches fire, then please note that there are two exits on that, my left hand, your right hand side wall. There are two exits on this right hand side, your left hand side wall, and a third one here, which is the main entrance. If you would make your way through those efficiently and as speedily as possible, and we will gather in the car park for a massive head count. So perhaps we can begin by praying that there won't be any fire tonight. And so a very warm welcome to you to this concert tonight, which features Stedfast Brass, the Jazzamatazz Choir and the Red and Black Jazz Band. We're promising you a night of great entertainment, and we know that we've kept you waiting for 3 years for this concert. Thanks to lockdowns and what have you, so it's wonderful for us to be together again in a different venue. And especially tonight, we are here to not only be entertained and to have fun together, but to raise awareness and hopefully some funds for the Champion Centre, which is an organisation based out of Burwood Hospital, which runs early intervention programs for families and their children with disabilities and developmental challenges. A little later on in the evening we'll be hearing some more about that, and we have the Executive Director of the Champion Centre, Wendy Entwistle, who will be coming up to have a few words with us towards the end of the interval. And so, without further ado, our first number tonight is The Rhythm Is Going to Get You, written by Gloria Estefan, based on her Cuban roots, and it's become one of her signature tunes. This arrangement by Victor Lopez, Stedfast Brass. I mentioned at the beginning, we're hoping tonight to raise some money for the Champion Centre, and so if the rhythm has got you in any way tonight, you might like to drop some of your spare cash in one of these buckets, which will be strategically positioned around the stage for you to contribute in. They're beautifully designed so that not only do they take coins, but you can easily insert high denomination notes. So please, if you are moved by the plight of children with learning disabilities and challenges, please dig deep and use these buckets. And now, next in our program, a song from the Disney production Aladdin, which had many memorable musical numbers in it. One of the most notary was the song Friend Like Me, which was sung in the movie by Will Smith. He's not here tonight, sadly for us. The appearance fees were ludicrous. So tonight we're going to hear the band play this arrangement, which has come to us from the New Zealand Army Band, Friend Like Me. Some of you will remember the animated version of Aladdin, and of course in that film the song was sung by the late great Robbie Williams. Robin Williams, not Robbie Williams. Not Robbie Williams' scene. So we started off with Cuban rhythms, we looked to the Middle East, now we're heading to Africa, and a song released by the band Toto in 1982 called Africa, which recalls a person's desire and longings for the rains of Africa. Thank you, Cal. Some stunning imagery there from the plains and communities of Africa. Not a lot of rain though. But I want to say a quick shout out and a thank you to our audio-visual team, Steve and Heath at the back, working the sound and providing us with the images. Thank you, gentlemen. Round of applause. Now, as you can see, the Jazzamatazz Choir, our partner in these amazing fundraising concerts, are taking to the stage, and their director, Mary Ruston, will be guiding us through their set tonight.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We are Jazzamatazz, and we're most delighted to be here and performing for you, and very grateful to be asked to join in such a lovely concert for such a good cause. We're going to open with a bracket of 4 songs. We're going to sing Autumn Leaves. We're a bit past autumn, but never mind. And then a bossa nova from the Antonio Jobim, the bossa nova king, Agua de Beber. We're going to finish the bracket with Moondance, Van Morrison's lovely 1977 song. But we're going to open with a bit of Gershwin from Funny Face, It's Wonderful.
Well, I'm sure you won't be surprised to learn that there are some professional singers in the Jazzamatazz Choir, as well as the highly skilled and committed and enthusiastic amateurs that make up the rest of the choir. And they have a fabulous support band of musicians, and together they make a wonderful sound. Another round of applause for Jazzamatazz. While they're sitting down, I've got my bucket up again, and I know that some of you will be saying to yourself, come on, Vicar, we don't carry cash in this day and age, what are you talking about? Well, if you look on the bucket, you'll see there's a QR code, because we all carry mobile phones, don't we? So if you wish to come up and scan the QR code, you will find out some more information about the Champion Centre and how you can donate online. We'll take your money any way it'll come. And now Stedfast Brass are going to play for us again Tell Him by the legendary David Foster. This was written specifically to bring together two of the best voices in the world amongst the women singers, and that's Barbara Streisand and Celine Dion. Tonight, again, because their fees for appearance were ridiculously high, we have two of our very own who are every bit as good as those other two foreign ladies, Stephanie and Carmen, who are going to sing for us tonight. Accompanied by Nolene on the piano.
Tell
a song we would normally sing. This is not the way we would normally even talk, but it's time to say, the sun and moon, my love, rises in your eyes. Sorry, Barry.
Not at all embarrassing. And big thanks to go to the multi-talented Colin Eaton, under whose baton the band played during that spectacular song. Thank you, ladies, so much. All that, and they played brass instruments as well. Now, our next little bracket of pieces are going to be conducted by our superstar Nolene Penta. The first of which, yes, I think so, round of applause for Nolene. And the more so, given that the first of the pieces that she's going to be conducting is written and arranged by her very self. This is called Allemande, which is a French word, so surprise, surprise. And Allemande is a dance, one of 5 dances in the 17th century Baroque dance suite. And so we're going to hear that with the assistance of Jim Coleshaw on the soprano saxophone, and also blessed by the dancers, Lady Mary and Lord Caitlin. Beth Blackmore on the keyboards. Thank you so much, Nolene, and also thank you to Mary and Caitlin from the Southern Cross Irish Dance School. Now a definite change of pace, from an original piece by Nolene to one of the most famous pieces of music ever written, I Got Rhythm by George Gershwin. This will be familiar to many of us, I'm sure, having featured on many shows and movies over the years. Particularly Gene Kelly sang it in An American in Paris. Tonight we're hearing this arranged for brass by Alan Fernie. Thank you, Nolene. Stedfast Brass. That was a lovely rendition And thank you too for those wonderful images back from the days when entertainment was entertainment. Our next piece is a beautiful and evocative piece from the movie The Mission, written by Ennio Morricone. Originally in the movie called Gabriel's Oboe, and in the story of the film, the priest, Father Gabriel, travels to the Iguazu Falls in South America, climbs to the top and plays this on his oboe. But that certainly wouldn't work for a brass band. So tonight Colin is going to be playing instead the soprano cornet as we give you our rendition of Gabriel's Trumpet. Thank you, Nolene. Thank you too to Colin for his playing on the cornet, and also to Beth accompanying on the organ. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our intermission, and during the intermission, which is only 10 minutes, we're going to be showing a movie, or a short movie, to explain some of the work of the Champion Centre. And then, just before we resume, I'll ask this year, but Colin and I colluded on breaking his heart to get some quiet. Now, hopefully you had a chance to see some of the images and hear some of the commentary on the film clip that we saw before, and you will have seen the scope and the depth and the extent of the work that the Champion Centre is engaged in. And you also hopefully will have noticed the numbers on the screen, which give you some idea of the cost of that kind of work, and the difficulty that the Champion Centre and similar sorts of organisations have in being funded. And it's a privilege for us to have Wendy with us today, who is the Chief Executive of the Champion Centre. Tell us a bit about it.
Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity of coming to talk to you tonight. The Champion Centre, for those of you who don't know us, we're an early intervention centre in Christchurch, and we serve families from all over Canterbury, and with young children who have developmental delay or disability. So children with Down syndrome, children with cerebral palsy, children on the autism spectrum, so a whole range of families. So about 100 families join us once a week for early intervention. And we're privileged, our staff are privileged every day to walk alongside those families and to support them on their journey. The video tells a much more powerful story than I can, as do the images, but there's just two things I'd like to say. Our staff are highly skilled, and secondly, our funding is a challenge, as Mark has alluded to. We do receive government funding, but every year we have to raise upwards of $700,000 a year, and that equates to about $7,000 per child each year. So we take every opportunity we can to fundraise, and it's the support of our wonderful community who dig deep and serve us in many ways. So I'd just like to say a big, big thank you to all of you for coming out tonight, to all of the performers, and thank you for your generosity.
Thank you, Wendy. I noticed while you were talking, I was having a sneaky look in the buckets, and you're well on your way to your first 7,000. That's good to know. Now, my friends, it's time to Exodus. Exodus, featuring images from the movie Exodus based on Leon Uris's book, The Exodus, starring Lee J. Cobb as David Ben-Gurion. That arrangement of Exodus came to us via the good officers of the New Zealand Army Band, and one good officer. And we want to say a special thank you to Major Graham Hickman and to the generally to the New Zealand Army Band, who provide many of the arrangements for Stedfast Brass. And these next two numbers are no exception. First of all, we're going to be hearing the Poppy and the Pohutukawa, which was performed at the New Zealand National Commemorative Service in France on the 15th of September 2016 to mark the 100th anniversary of the Battle of the Somme. It's a very moving song, and Carmen is going to sing it for us. So much, Carmen. Can you get through there? All right, you're still not finished. Oh, yeah, I've got to stay. That was our tribute to our war heroes, fallen and existing. So much. Thank you again to Carmen, who we're getting our money's worth out of her tonight, aren't we? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from the Red and Black Jazz Band. This band was formed in the 1990s and was tasked with playing at Lancaster Park before Ranfurly Shield games. And the band had to be fairly mobile because they were a target for missiles. I can't imagine why. And especially the sousaphone, which was a tempting target for anyone to try and land something in, so they had to be able to move it at speed while still playing. Thankfully, they're under no such pressure tonight, and we look forward to hearing their selection tonight, which consists of the Sheik of Araby, Samantha, and Colonel Bogey. I suppose I should tell a joke while they're putting their red and black waistcoats on. I've only heard one joke recently and it wasn't very funny anyway. This week we had the feast of St. John the Baptist during the middle of the week, where we remember that great prophet and forerunner of Jesus. And the joke was, what does he have in common with Winnie the Pooh? They both have the same middle name. Think about it. Come on, you guys, I'm dying out here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Blackmore, Jim Colshaw, Colin Eaton and Ross MacDonald, Red and Black Jazz Band. Yes.
I'm a Sheik of Araby. Your heart belongs to me. At night when you're asleep, into your tent I'll creep. The moon and stars above will shine down on all of us. Will rule the world with me. I'm the Sheik of Araby.
Ball number. People know who Kenny Ball is, don't you? He's a cricketer, yes, that's right. One of his numbers called Samantha. 1, 2, 3. I love you, Samantha, and my love is never gonna die. I love you, my Samantha. I'm a one girl guy. Together, Samantha, we can ride the stars and ride them high. Remember, my Samantha, I'm a one girl guy. But if some distant day you should come to me and say, go away, get out, goodbye. Oh, remember, my Samantha, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girl guy. If one distant day you should come to me and say, go away, goodbye, goodbye. Or remember my Samantha, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times guy. We're going to bring up ends all the time. Thank you very much. Hey, we just love playing together, this sort of music. The next number is a sort of a tribute to all the real hardcore brass band people. Especially with that band name with the side of W. But this is a tribute to the brass band people of the world. Colonel Bogey. Attention! By the centre. Quick, march.
Lancaster Park may be gone, but the Red and Black Jazz Band continues on. Thank you, boys. Well done. Our next bracket of tunes is going to be under the direction of Martin Bennetts. Martin has been a musical director of the Christchurch Citadel of the Salvation Army Band and brings to us 3 arrangements from the Salvation Army Band repertoire, which we're looking forward to hearing. The first of these is a march which is called the Southall 100. This was composed by Norman Beecroft to commemorate the centenary of the Southall Corps in West London. And it's based on that well-known tune, That Old Time Religion. Our next piece features Jim Coleshaw on the flugelhorn, and it is Tumblin Down, which is based on that old spiritual Joshua fit the Battle of Jericho. Stedfast Brass is very blessed indeed to have Mark Hamilton on the drums, and he does a wonderful job. And I was talking to him before the concert tonight, and he was very self-effacing about his skills. And while I was visualising him in my mind, beating the skins, unbidden the name Mark the Shark came to mind. And I thought to myself, hello, that's going to be mentioned tonight, and it'll probably stick. Mark's going to be featuring in our next piece, which is Andrew Macarath's arrangement of the traditional song, "When the Spirit of the Lord is within my heart, I will dance like David danced." Thankfully, nobody is going to be stripping down to a loincloth tonight and dancing like David danced. Gentlemen, Martin Bennett and Mark the Shark Hamilton. Yes! Nice to have a piece to get his teeth into. Now we're going to hear some more from the Jazzamatazz Choir.
Jazzamatazz is going to finish with 3 songs. First off, we're going to head across America on that very well-known road, Route 66. And then we are going to sing about how everybody wants to be a cat. I think there are probably quite a few good reasons for that. And we will conclude with Duke Ellington's theme tune, Take the A Train. Apparently this came about because he gave someone instructions about how to get to his house. The A Train had just opened in New York and he lived on Sugar Hill in Harlem, and he told the composer to take the A Train to his house, and so that became a song. Thank you.
To be a cat, because a cat's the only cat who knows where he's at. Everybody's picking up on that feline beat, cause everything else is obsolete. The square with a horn makes you wish you were born every time it plays. The square with the act, you can set music back to the caveman days. Yabba-doo-ay. I heard some corny birds who tried to sing, but a cat's the only cat who knows how to swing, who wants to dig a long head gig and stuff like that, when everybody wants to be a cat. Everybody
So much, Jazzamatazz Choir. The choir's going to stay now and be joined by the band. On the screen you will see, and I'm sure you're all reading it now, the words to a very famous poem that was written in 1855 by Swedish poet Karl Boberg. And in translation, when used with a traditional Swedish folk song, it becomes the hymn, How Great Thou Art. And this hymn is one known to all of us, I would imagine. In the United Kingdom, it was voted as the most popular hymn in Britain on UK Songs of Praise. Obviously popularised here in New Zealand by Howard Morrison and his rendition in English and Māori. As you can see now, it's magically transformed into words that we can understand. And the choir and Stedfast Brass invite you to join in the final chorus with them, please. Ladies and gentlemen, how great thou art. For our finale tonight, we turn to the pages of history and the work, a fiction of Victor Hugo, Les Miserables, set in the 19th century in France. And it follows the story of Jean Valjean, a French peasant, and his desire for redemption after serving a 19-year jail sentence for stealing a loaf of bread. He breaks his parole, but following an act of mercy by the local bishop, he starts a new life. This musical was first performed in 1980 and has twice been performed in Christchurch by the Christchurch Operatic Society. To finish our evening this evening, the band is going to play selections from that wonderful musical, including the songs On My Own, Bring Him Home, Master of the House, and finally, Can You Hear the People Sing? And we invite you to join in so that we can indeed hear the people sing. Ladies and gentlemen, Les Miserables.
singing the songs of angry men. It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade there is a world you long to see. Then join it, you'll find that we'll give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Stedfast Brass, the Jazzamatazz Choir, and Jazz Ensemble. Not forgetting the Red and Black Jazz Band. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to everyone for coming out this evening and for supporting this event. And for your generous gifts of money towards the work of the Champion Centre. We wish you God's blessings for the rest of this evening and into the weekend. I can see Kim's dying to have a talk. He's got a microphone in his hand, but I'm going to get my bit out first. The last line of Les Miserables says this: "To love another person is to see the face of God. May the Lord bless you and may you see his face." Amen.
And may I thank you, Reverend Mark Barlow, for the wonderful job you've done. Thank you for being a mother emissary. You're a great friend and a great man. And we do thank you for the support of the Champion Centre. Please, thank you so much, Mark. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. We've had a ball. And please, the purpose is to support the Champion Centre. So please, as you go out, if you feel you're able to support us with the buckets, it'd be so kind. And thank you for coming along. Your ticket has supported the Champion Centre. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you. Get home safely. God bless.
Give yourselves a big round of applause.